This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Max Westricio.
And I'm your host, who learned to keep Christmas in his heart year-round, Davis Bates.
This episode, we're going to be doing a blind Christmas ranking of all the good things about Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to everyone, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We are recording this ahead of time, obviously, because me and Davis have our families in different locations,
Yes.
so obviously we're not together for Christmas. But
we're not generous. We spend with family. We spend Christmas with family.
But today is Christmas for everyone who's listening.
Yeah.
To the if you listen the day the episode come out, maybe you're traveling, who knows, whatnot.
Hopefully you're not.
Hopefully you're not, but if you are going to like a family event or something,
Yeah.
If
Hope
you
you're not
are,
traveling far.
if you are, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Woo!
And
Best time
recently I was on Instagram, doom scrolling as they say.
Of course. As
And
the children say.
Barstool Sports put out like what do you call it? They put out like a drafting thing. They put out a lot of them if you follow Barstool Sports. And it was like drafting the most annoying things about Christmas.
Oh.
And I feel like
A little negative.
Christmas is like cynicism is such a popular thing nowadays. We lean more into the doom and gloom than we do the happiness.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to be happy anymore. So me and Davis love Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We like being happy. We're not always happy, but we like being happy.
I love being happy.
Yeah, we love being happy. So I thought, why don't we have an episode on Christmas?
Okay.
That's all positive. Like, it's looking at the positive things of Christmas. We'll blind rank. We're going to do 10. We usually do 8. But we're going to do 10 things that I think, hopefully you also agree,
We'll find
are
out.
good things about Christmas.
Okay.
So, like, if you don't know what blind ranking is, I'll say it, and then Davis has to put it 1 out of 10 where he thinks it's going to go. And
Okay.
it stays there where it is.
Forever and ever.
One thing you will not find on this list is the most important thing about Christmas for me and Davis and millions of other people in the world is the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
It is the best thing it's the best thing about Christmas.
I already did it.
That's fine.
We're trying so
so
hard
hard
for
not
like
to
Christmas clean episodes.
Right
and
as
we
I was talking about Jesus too.
I heard it as it was like coming out of my mouth, and I like couldn't stop it. It was like no.
But obviously that will not be on the list. That is the most important thing about the holiday. But we didn't want to rank that.
No.
But to keep your Christmas light and short, we'll jump right into it and talk about all the great things about Christmas.
Let's go.
All right, the first thing on the list. We're gonna start out pretty easy here. Christmas sweaters.
Ooh, you know me. I have 3 Christmas sweaters.
Christmas sweaters are great.
that I wear throughout the season, and it's great. And I have each one for different occasions. I got my casual one. I got my like slightly more casual party wear with jeans, but still nice in the other one. And then I got my Rick and Morty ridiculous one, which I like, which is on one of the podcasts. Honestly, Christmas sweater, I'm gonna put it at 5. It's a nice middle of the road thing. I think 5. I love Christmas sweaters, but it's like Christmas sweaters are great, but I can't wear them every day.
Yeah, 5 seems low. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
as in top 5. All right.
It's Christmas sweaters, man. Yeah,
I'm impressed. Middle of the road, I like it. I agree with you. Christmas sweaters are awesome.
Yeah.
Christmas sweaters went from they were worn unironically, like they actually were like people were wearing them in the 80s.
Yeah.
And like being like, this is the style.
Yeah.
And then the 90s, they fell off. I actually specifically remember being like a freshman in college, dating myself here, freshman or sophomore in college, and like I remember
84 years ago.
I'm not saying I was, but like I remember being like the part of like the exact age of like freshman's college, senior in high school, sophomore college of like the let's bring back Christmas sweater age. Yeah. Like we were at parties, we'd have Christmas sweater parties. Like we tried to do it. It wasn't really a thing yet. It wasn't really not like all. I'm making it out to be like me and my friends, but it was like we're saying like everyone.
Everyone knows it was a craze. Yes, we all understand.
But like before it was a craze, like it was just like you used to like you couldn't get them.
Really?
Like, no, yeah. Like we like when it was like first becoming a thing, and like we were all like. Just like, yeah, let's go to let's have a Christmas, like we're going to Christmas parties. Like everybody, like you would have to go to a thrift store and be lucky enough to find one.
What?
I always remember we were at like, it was like a Christmas week or something. And we were at it, like, we were just going to like, back when you were a freshman in college, you go to like Albany, you go to house party because you couldn't get into bars. And there was this kid wearing a Christmas sweater, like an actual like old school one. And I was like, I remember he was on a flip phone.
You really are dating yourself right now, dude.
And I remember, and we always tell the story for I'm like, dude, where'd you get that Christmas sweater? And he just immediately, he's like smoking a cigar, drinking a beer, and he turns away from his phone. And he goes, 1987, duh. And I was like, what a response.
I know, that's a great response. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
that's hilarious.
And then now you can just get them everywhere, and I love it.
And I love how like I was probably starting high school when the explosion happened, because I remember we had like days around Christmas where you could like wear your fun Christmas sweater or something like that. They got themed, which I always love. That like that people got, people that wear ornaments on them, they got crazy. Like people with lights in them, people that dirty ones, funny ones, clean ones, all that stuff, classic ones. So I remember that time. It was a good time period for that to re-explode.
I like it because it's like it used to be. Well, so like when we started it, not when I started, it was like supposed to be ironic. Like you just got them to be like funny. You're like, how dumb is this?
That's most millennial humor.
And then like now I love it's like, oh, that's a sick Christmas tree.
Yeah,
like,
you kind of look weird if you show up to the party without one.
Yeah, really, honestly.
I'm wearing mine.
All right, so that's Christmas sweaters. Wow, this is gonna be a long podcast.
Let's go. It's Christmas.
All right, number 2, cookies. Christmas cookies.
I don't know, man. I might not be the best person to ask that one.
No, that's you're making the list. You're making the list.
God.
It's your list.
I'm so biased with cookies. I love sugar. Sugar fuels my soul.
Doesn't help that we both just ate.
I dodged swearing. I almost went really bad there.
It doesn't help that we both just ate sugar cookies.
I'm probably gonna have another one when I walk out of this room. I'm cutting right now, guys.
It's Christmas season, man. That's
I
what
know.
it's all
I know.
about.
I'm just trying to make it to the parties this weekend, and then I'm just gonna go nuts, and then regret it the rest of the week. No.
That's the one thing I do like about New Year's, though. It's like it's not an eating holiday in any sense of the word.
Yeah,
it's
just
an
drinking.
alcoholic holiday.
Yeah.
But
you
like,
are consuming,
but like it's not an eating holiday.
No, it's not at all. No, it's really interesting.
It'd actually be really weird if someone showed up with food. I'm like, dude, we don't have time for this.
Yeah, what are you doing, man? We gotta go.
Yeah.
It's 10:00 at night. Come on. I'm putting it at number 7. I love Christmas cookies. I really do. My grandmother on my dad's side. She doesn't listen to this podcast, but hands down, Gloria.
7?
7, yeah.
You like lower? Like you like them less than Christmas sweaters?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I love Christmas cookies. I love cookies in general.
I'm so confused by this.
I know. I love them in general.
Man, this is a surprise.
But I have many memories of just going to ham on Christmas cookies and then wanting to die. So that's why for my blind ranking, I feel there's gonna be more Christmas stuff out there.
I respect this.
I'm not putting cookies. My grandmother makes the best Christmas cookies on the planet. I literally could just like mainline the frosting into my bloodstream and be happy. And I love them so much, but they are just cookies.
Yeah.
So I think this is a lot I think this also shows that I've grown as a person with food.
I agree with you on this though. Is that like I think Christmas cookies, because they're specifically Christmas cookies.
Yes.
I think they're held a little too high. Because they're cookies. Like
they are just cookies.
Like it would be like a cookie with Christmas decorated in a Christmas shape, and they're like, this is different. And it's like, but the one on Halloween, you're like, nope, it's different.
And there's so many Christmas cookies that are like people not making fun of you if you do this and you think this is great. But there's definitely a tier system to Christmas cookies. Like what my grandmother makes is the best thing on the planet.
Agreed.
And then what people make are they take the thinnest amount of dough and then they cut it, and it's those like it's terrible like crumbly cracky Christmas cookies that are just bad.
Yeah, that's actually why I really liked Camillas, because they're like thick.
They're thick. Those are cookies. That's a good way to make a cookie. You gotta make the closer cookie is to a sandwich usually is the best. That's my opinion.
I like how that's a sandwich. But
I like food, man.
I do like Christmas cookies. They're like, I'm not a big dessert person. Davis is a big dessert person. He listens to the podcast. But it is like the one time you're like, I have to eat a Christmas cookie.
Yeah, it's like it's funny. Like I said, I'm cutting, but I had to eat Christmas cookies. It's great.
And I think I really was thinking about it. I was like, cookies might be like one of my favorite desserts.
I agree with that.
Which is weird because usually like I'm a fruit dessert person, like pies and stuff like that. But when it comes to like
that's weird.
That's way better.
That is weird. You're against the mainstream on that one.
I'm 900 on that one. That's like an old person thing.
Really
like, give me some fruit.
Ooh, you see that pie cooling on the windowsill? Can I get a slice of that?
But when it comes to non like pies or anything like that, like we'd say like brownies, cakes, cookies, all that kind of stuff, ice cream. I really actually when there's like a thing of cookies, I'm like it's like hard not to just keep picking.
I don't agree.
Up.
No, I don't agree with that at all. Like, man, let me imagine a freaking sleeve of Oreos. Like you're just like, I want all this.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies are so good.
They are the best.
I love chocolate chip cookies.
Whoever
was the first person who put those together, genius. But anyways, we got to move on. We got
keep going. We
got 10 minutes in the podcast. We've got 2 things.
That's great. Hey, we're good. It's cookie. Give me sweaters and cookies, man. Like.
Yep. Okay. So number 3. Christmas decorations.
Ooh. Number 3. Hard number 3 too, because There might be, there probably will be something better on this list than those, but man, there is nothing better than when you drive like back to your hometown and Main Street is just decked out for the holidays. And we talked about around here. Sadly, the street we live on doesn't go crazy with it. Like they really does only have like snowflakes up.
30 years ago.
Probably it was probably.
I bet Hurdle was
crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it probably was crazy. Yeah. So I kind of miss that. And like, you know, any Hallmark movie, any Christmas movie is like, you know, you see that. You see that everyone's gone nuts for Christmas and it's great. I love lights. I love decorating the tree. I love stockings. I love it all. And there's nothing that gets me more going for Christmas than the decorations. Maybe the songs, but that'd be a tough fight right there.
Yeah. I agree with you. Number 3, that's a good spot. I like that. The way I would like do this list, as I did do most of my list, I was like, I would be like, what do I need? Like if I went to if I didn't have a Christmas cookie or a Christmas sweater, I'd be fine. If there was no Christmas decorations, I'd be like, what is this?
Yeah.
This isn't Christmas.
Yeah. I would think, honestly, I think that maybe, 10, 15 years ago me would have been like, I need a Christmas cookie at Christmas. Like I need it.
Yeah.
And then I started drinking and I realized I need alcohol. Alcohol.
Yeah.
No,
that is not on the list.
It's not a cry for help. That's, no, decorations they just get me going, man.
No,
you wait all year to pull these bad boys back out. Sorry, I'm still talking here. I understand why people start decorating the day after Halloween. I am a firm believer you can do it
warm.
After what?
It's usually warmer too.
Well, if they're doing the outside, but not the inside.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Outside, maybe, but whatever. I'm a firm believer that midnight on Thanksgiving you can start decorating, but not before that.
Yeah, I'm a big Christmas starts after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But like if someone did like the outside decorations like before Thanksgiving, I don't really care.
Yeah, it's good.
You're just preparing.
That's another thing though. Some people
if you're old,
hard with their decorations on their lawn too. Like individuals, oh my god, there's so many. When we were driving where were we driving the other day? We saw somewhere in the North Towns, I thought. We saw so many cool houses that just had like some great lights on them and stuff.
I don't remember.
I don't know where we went. We went somewhere. But regardless.
I will say 2 things too is that I don't know if you did this because you were in a smaller town, so I don't know if you had enough people, but
okay.
I love the memories of me and my mom, my brothers just driving around, going through neighborhood to neighborhood, looking at that's what we just did. We just drove around to neighborhood looking at different Christmas lights. Because like when we were younger, Christmas was a little bigger.
Oh yeah.
And everyone did lights, everyone did things.
Yeah.
I will say I always find I don't want to go on a negative note here because we're trying to
positive.
But 2 things is I don't like the inflatable things. And
they're dumb.
I never will like them.
They're dumb.
I just won't like them. The one when they're huge,
yeah,
that one's like kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the small little ones, I'm just like, it's lazy.
It is lazy.
So
it is lazy. I've walked around here a bit too. There's one inflatable that I like. There's one house that goes hard. They went hard for Halloween. And they go hard for Christmas. The giant Santa. Yeah, that one's cool because that one probably costs $1,000.
It's humongous.
So yeah, it's humongous and it's always up. But when I was walking around here, and some of the night, this area is actually a lot nicer than we think it is. There's some really cool houses around here. Anyways, and they go crazy with decorations. But nice. There's a lot of houses that are inflatable ones, and then like they don't inflate them during the day. And I'm just like, ew, so it looks bad. It looks kind of trashy.
It is trashy.
Yeah.
But decorations, man, it's just the warmness of it. So I don't know if you did that I don't know if you got your town was big enough.
Maybe we did. No, we did probably not. No. We walked around and we saw lights. I don't know.
I did have a line that said this. I apologize for this, but I don't care. When I was little, we used to do it a lot. My mom cared heavily about outside decorations.
Good.
Like I like the way we did ours. It was very simple. Yeah. It was like lights, then garland, and then we had like a pole, and it was very simple.
You have to show the neighborhood that you're classy.
Yeah. And also, I'm not like when people do the huge ones. That's impressive and everything like that. We don't have time. I don't have time for that. But like, we used to drive around. If there was a house without decorations, I'd always be mad as a little kid. I was like, why don't they have decorations? My mom would be like, well, maybe they don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe they're like Jewish or something. And I was like, they should have a sign that says they're Jewish then, so we know not to. My mom's like, you know what?
I feel like there were some people in Germany that tried that, some a few years ago.
Yeah. I remember my mom being like, well, that's not good. And I was like,
they should wear it on their clothes. Yeah. Like, oh my god, dude.
It was funny. But all right, so let's move on to the next one.
There is a house around here that has a giant menorah in front of it as their like decoration. I was like, oh, all right, nice.
Do it up. Represent it all. All right, next one. Snow on Christmas Day.
10.
You're gonna put that at 10. I saw that.
hate snow.
I don't like snow either, but man, if you wake up, like, remember being a kid and waking up and it's like snowing because Christmas you don't have to go.
I remember that until I hit the age of 10, and then I was like, I hate snow. I want a green Christmas.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's so nice. I think it's nice.
Despise it.
Well, I think it's nice. I think it's a positive thing.
Sure.
It fits the vibe so much more. Just like the snow falling, blah blah. Not the snow Buffalo got last year. Not that.
That was pretty bad.
I'm not talking about that kind of snow. I'm talking about the classic Buffalo. I'm talking the Buffalo snow we got a few days ago, where it snows that day, and then it pretty much disappears the next day.
Forever and ever. Yeah,
Buffalo snow does do that.
It does. Yeah.
So,
it's a power of a lake, man.
Yeah. So that typical snow. I wouldn't want a storm, but I can see why you put it at 10. We're gonna move on to
There's
Christmas.
so many years that we had to travel back on Christmas Eve, and I was like scared for my dad driving back from Buffalo to my hometown in a snowstorm.
Yeah, I'm talking about specifically just Christmas Day.
I could care less.
Oh,
10.
like
10.
it.
Useless. People travel on Christmas.
Next one is Christmas gifts. It's tough.
The child, I was very greedy, so this is a very tough one for me.
You're not a child anymore.
I know I'm not a child anymore, and I understand the spirit of Christmas is, it's the thought of giving and not receiving and all that stuff, but it's still great to get things.
You can also say it's great to give things.
Yeah.
You did enjoy that. I mean, when you got me that thing, you got me good. That was funny.
Very nice. Yes,
that was very funny.
Nice, but I enjoyed getting things. I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna put it 6.
Oh wow.
4. I'm gonna put it at 4.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah
it's a top 5 thing.
Yeah,
like,
it is nice.
I don't care. Yeah, this is like one of the reasons we're doing this is like some people be like, oh, Christmas comes so commercialized, just about gifts. It's like, yeah, that's actually.
Yeah,
that's a huge part of the holiday.
Yeah.
It's about gifts.
It's about an elf giving gifts.
Yeah, I know.
And then like your parents getting you gifts as well and wanting to see like the joy on your face when you do it.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget. There was one year that my youngest brother Owen, me and my little brother Max, we go at him for this one. Such a little. He was whatever. He had to be like 6 or 7 maybe, and he wanted like he wanted something for Christmas. And he like wasn't describing what it was well to anybody. So my parents thought Santa and my parents covered all the bases, and he got through all of his presents. Got more presents than either Max and I that year.
Classic
got through all of them, and I was like, I didn't get my thing. And I just always remember Max and I jumped down his throat. Max. Yeah, my little brother Max. We jumped down his throat. It's like, you little girl, you just be happy what you got. You got all this stuff. What do you think you're doing? I'm just like, I wanted to like,
your parents felt so bad.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. Because Max and I were old enough at that point, and we were just like, don't you do this, you little kid. Yeah. It was so many years. You just even if you don't like something, you fake it.
Yeah. Oh no, you absolutely fake it.
Yeah, you 100% fake it.
I'm a big like believer too. Is like when someone gives me a gift, I like hold on to it forever. Depending on the gift, like obviously there's like clothing and stuff like that, like you had to return or something like that. But if someone gives me like a block of wood, I'll just be like, well, I got to hold on to this now for at least like 5 to 10 years. 3 years. That's fair. That's
3 years. At that point, I totally forgot about it.
I will. Real quick question. Okay, so 2 things. Did your family do gifts under the tree all December, or like my family the way we did it, there was no gifts under the tree. Christmas Eve, boom, hits. As when we got older, like way older, we'll have them sitting under the tree now. But like when we were kids and all believe in Santa, or at least some of us. There'd be no gifts, and then Christmas Eve would happen. Bam, we'd wake up in the morning, gifts around the tree.
So the Santa gifts did that. So we'd put gifts under the tree, but they were like the gifts that we were going to give out to family at the Christmas party. So we just stored them there essentially, make it all look good.
Yeah.
But on Christmas, that's like nothing was there Christmas Eve, and then the Christmas morning it exploded.
And also, how many gifts? Because this is I was talking to people at work about this. I don't remember as a kid. Like my parents could remind me on this, but how many gifts did you get from Santa versus your parents when you believed in Santa?
Oh, vast majority was from Santa.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of, and I'm not against this. I really am not against this. A lot of like parents I've talked to or stuff like they're like we usually do like 2 gifts from Santa and like the majority from us. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, just to be like, because like they're like, like it makes more sense and like it shows like we work hard for them. Then also that like Santa's just giving you a few gifts because not every kid gets the same amount of gifts from Santa. So if they go to school with like a poorer kid, the poorer kid would be like, I only got this much, and why'd you get this much? And I was like, that kind of does make sense. I might actually do that. I don't remember what my family did. I thought it was majority Santa gifts, but I don't remember what my family did. I honestly think it's kind of a mute point. I just think you don't remember as a kid.
Did you say mute point?
Mute.
You said mute.
Oh, I said
It's a
mute.
moot
Oh,
point.
moot. Oh, sorry.
I think that's a very lovely idea. I'm not going to do that. I think half the wonder of Christmas is getting slammed with Santa gifts.
Yeah, no, it's
and like that's very that's very. I understand that and all. I understand being very nice about especially if you have underprivileged children in your school and all that stuff. But at some point there's just like it's school ends at my door.
Yeah.
So I like to go crazy with Santa Christmas.
Yeah, I think it's like I feel like it's one of those I was talking about. I was like, I guess it really doesn't really matter.
Probably not. No, I mean, it probably doesn't. It's personal preference, but that's what
I think I would probably do majority Santa gifts just because we did the whole my family did the whole wrapping paper, blocking off the room, running through, and Santa put that up and all this kind of stuff. So so
that's pretty nice. We never did that, but
it's the best. You should do for your kids. It's
maybe I might give that a go.
Dude, it's so cool. You get to bust through wrapping paper and see all the gifts there for the first time. You're like, yeah,
that's gonna be fun.
I don't know where my dad came up with it. I actually saw a kid doing it on a little kid. They recorded it, was doing it. Some family was doing it for a kid. They kind of did it right.
Yeah.
They didn't do it right. They only had the wrapping paper up it was in a doorway. They only had it up to here. It's like, yeah, it's taller than the kid, but why would Santa not fill the entire doorway?
Duh.
My dad used to go on the other side of the doorway, tape it that way, then go through the door, through the garage, come around. Because it would make more sense that Santa would tape it on the inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my mom was like, do you think they're going to notice that?
No, yeah.
Which we would have. But anyways, okay, gifts. Okay,
gifts. Gives it 4.
All right. How many did we do so far?
We have 5 on the. We're halfway there.
Jeez. All right.
We love Christmas, dude.
Yeah,
I don't tell you.
6 Christmas trees.
Christmas trees.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah. Christmas trees rule. Number 2, not my number 1, honestly. Christmas trees are the symbol of Christmas. We have one here. I love it. I love pulling it out. I got it last year. It's a fake tree. I live in an apartment in the city. I waited all year to pull that bad boy out. And the day I got back here the day after Thanksgiving, and I whipped it out instantly.
Yeah.
I pulled that bad boy out. Sadly, one strand of lights went out 30 minutes before a party happened here, and I was so mad about that. I couldn't figure it out. I felt like I was just channeling my dad the entire time, wanting to throw the tree out the window. But I love Christmas trees. I love seeing them in the windows. I love when Rockefeller lights their tree up and all that stuff. I love when the city of Buffalo does it. I love all Christmas tree stuff. It's honestly, it might.
It'd be number 1 for me.
I'm bumping it up to number 1.
It'd be
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
There's
It's
a
number
lot
1.
There's a lot of things that you can take away from Christmas that would be very detrimental. Like music and movies and stuff like that. The music obviously is not completely necessary because deaf people celebrate Christmas, and blind people also celebrate Christmas, so they don't get to see the tree, but they can feel it.
We're getting pretty inclusive on this podcast right now.
Well, I'm just trying to put out all the. But one thing about Christmas is, first of all, I grew up in a real Christmas tree family. We have a fake one because we
live in an apartment in the city. I'm not driving out,
cutting a tree, going to a tree farm, setting up.
How far I gotta go to get it. Well, I guess there's
not
technically
far at all.
Technically, there was a Christmas tree market on Hurdle, but it was 8 blocks down. So I didn't want to.
We don't have to go far, but we need a stand. We don't have a stand, and it's just we're 2 dudes. Anyway, our decoration's not even that crazy, but and we like decoration, and we like decoration.
Yeah,
but
we're more decorated than most dudes our age. How about that?
When I get married and have kids, I will make sure I get a real Christmas tree.
Yeah, of course you have to.
Getting a Christmas tree is such a big thing in my family growing up. It was such a tradition. We've been going to the same spot for since I've been 10.
Same.
They got a hayride with
nice.
Music, and then there's all these trees. Me and my brothers used to run around trying to figure out who's going to get the better tree, and then we'd all.
We had to put it on a rotating system. Who got to pick that year?
Oh, my parents.
Because it's fighting, then the fighting stops.
Oh yeah, we would fight, but my dad would just be like, "Nope, Max won. Luke won."
Oh my god, my little brother always wanted to get a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with peanuts. He wanted that tree so bad. Anyways,
funny.
I think we ended up getting a real tree one year, and then getting some branches and make that a Charlie Brown tree for him. I think that's what happened.
And then a big event, and this is considered decoration, but you can't do it without the tree, is putting the decorations on the tree.
Yeah.
That was always a big event for us. Sitting around the tree, not sitting around the tree. My mom would sit around and watch us put up the decorations.
Yeah.
And be like, no, not that one there.
One
of those classic ones. So I think the tree is just so important. It just, once the tree gets set up,
Christmas is good to go.
Christmas is good to go.
Christmas is good to go.
Yeah.
I
also,
love it.
I don't know if you're listening to this podcast. I don't know if you do this with your tree. If you don't do this with your tree, start doing it with your tree. The stupid stands where you screw them in on side to side. Old news. Old hack. Get them out of here.
What's the new hack?
Oh, when I say new, it's like actually not new. We've been doing it since I was like probably like 15. Yeah, because the place we go to, if I was the first one to introduce it, they drill a hole in the center of the tree, and the stand has a little stick on it, and you just take the tree and you go, boop.
Ooh, that's smart. That's
and
smart.
it stays up straight.
That's smart.
And
I like that.
when you want to get it the right angle, you just go,
That's
and
nice.
turn it.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, the first time we got it, we were like, my dad was like, oh, what is... I remember being a kid and like trying to straighten the tree with the screws, and it's horrible.
It's horrible.
And
my dad has so many stories of just hating it. Like, he had to shave the tree down with a chainsaw when we got home. It was the worst.
Yeah.
He was cold. I felt bad for him.
And now, like,
was
when this got invented, I was like, my dad was like, this is the great... We used to never get the net around the tree, but we got it now, because you literally just take the tree and you just go, plop, and then cut, and it goes, poof,
nice.
and you're done.
Nice.
I was like, I don't know why it took... It's like roads in the U.S. It's like, why are we not making this new?
Yeah, why are we not making this easier for everybody?
Yeah. All right. On to the next
let's
thing.
keep moving.
Yeah, we're taking forever.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's Christmas.
All right. Family parties.
All right, this will be rain. Oh, actually, I don't know. I want to put it at... It's tough. I do 2 family parties every year.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve is always my family in Buffalo.
Nice.
And I love that. And then Christmas, day after Christmas, or this year, it's 2 days before Christmas. We do Christmas with my family in Rochester, my dad's side of the family. And it's there. I love going to those. I was so much fun going to those as a kid.
Oh, right.
They were like the highlights of my life. I loved going there. I loved seeing my cousins, and now I love going to them now because I get to see my cousins and drink. It's pretty fun. It's great to do. Christmas Eve is one of my favorites because it's good to see the family and all that stuff, but also Christmas Eve, like Christmas Eve party, just like I think that's the peak of Christmas spirit. Because honestly, Christmas, like today, it's not my favorite time of the year. It's not my favorite part of the holiday. Like, I love everything up until Christmas, and I still love Christmas, but like it just feels like once you get through the morning of the presents, Christmas is kind of like you're just hanging out with your family. It's super nice, but it's kind of over now. And it's sad.
Once you hit like 16 or whatever, I would say like 4, because like when you're like still like 14 and stuff, you still get good gifts, so you're kind of pumped about it.
Yeah.
Once you hit like a certain age, Christmas Day is the worst day of December. Like,
not the worst day of December, but
no, but like it's like when I say worst day of Christmas, it's still a great day.
Yeah,
but
it's still amazing.
It's the worst day of Christmas.
Yeah,
like, opening up the gifts
yeah.
and great, but like
the spirit's over.
The spirit's over.
For
it's kind of just like, I imagine once we have like kids and stuff,
maybe it'll be different.
It will be a really great day.
But I remember as a kid, it's like I loved like the morning, I loved getting the presents, loved hanging out with the family and all that stuff. Loved watching the Christmas Story, but once I'd watched it once, I kind of was like, oh, this day is over now. I'm just playing with toys and that's great. But like, I kind of miss 24 hours ago when Christmas was almost here. Still,
warm and nice, yeah. But I think as like a parent, it's got to be such a great day because one, it's like, kids are having anticipation because they want to get the gifts, but as a parent, you're stressed.
Yeah.
And you're like, I hope they like the gifts like this, and you spend a lot of time wrapping it and everything. And when they open up all those gifts and stuff, I bet it's like such a euphoric feeling.
Yeah, I bet.
And then
amazing.
like when it's all over, like you're probably like, ooh, we made it through another Christmas season. And that's when you probably like when the kids are playing with their toys, having a lot of fun. You're like, let's put some bourbon in this.
Yeah, or go back to bed.
Or go back to
we
bed.
used to, my little brother used to wake us up at like 4 a.m.
Oh, my parents never allowed that.
I tried my darndest to
Actually, you saved that one.
I did. Yeah. They would knock on my door, wake me up, and I had my own room. So I just like I had my own TV in my room. So I'd like try to get them just to wait as long as I possibly could, which is usually like 15 to 30 minutes. So my parents will sleep just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
That's where I could sleep too. Okay, Christmas parties. They're number 2. I love them. They're great.
You put it number 2.
Putting number 2.
Oh,
I love my Christmas parties. I love it.
that.
I'm excited to go see my family this year. I'm really pumped for it.
We just had like a semi Christmas party.
We did, and it was great. It was awesome. I love Christmas parties. I think they're great. My work Christmas party was great too, or holiday party was great too. So Christmas parties, yes,
nice.
Number 2.
All right, Christmas songs.
I knew that was on here, and that's what I was saving number 2 for. But Christmas parties beat it. So it's going number 6, the next lowest slot that I have. Christmas songs, like Christmas decorations, get you right in the season, and it's amazing. We did a whole bracket on Christmas songs, which was the more popular vote on our Instagram, just showing how great they are. So Christmas songs definitely. I think we did a whole podcast on them, so I don't really need to like go too in depth with them.
Oh, yeah.
They're songs. They're amazing, and it's all about that Christmas cheer.
Yeah. Yeah. Go listen to our podcast on the Christmas songs.
Yes.
They're great. They're fun. Go listen to our podcast to get more detail on it.
Yeah.
Next, Christmas movies.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. We did a whole brag on Christmas movies too.
Yeah, you can go back and listen to that.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. All I have left are 8 and 9. So hopefully number 9 is something meh, because this is going to number 8. Yeah, this is going to number 8. Yeah, this is going to number 8. I love Christmas movies. They're awesome. I'm lacking this. I'm slacking this year. I haven't seen too many. I've only watched like a couple. I watched that. Remember that one came out last year? It was like Santa Claus, and it's an action movie, and he's fighting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What was that called?
Like the
was it
Frightful
good?
Night or something. It was okay. Yeah,
It was okay?
It was definitely probably worth the watch, but like there was a lot of slow points. But it was alright. I thought. Yeah,
There's a lot of what points?
a lot of slow parts. But the
slow.
family, it's like. Long story short, the family that's in it are like a bunch of rich people, and they suck, and they're hilarious.
Oh,
so I'd go with
okay.
that. Yeah.
All right, I might check that out.
So yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, I think. But yeah, all right, it was an alright movie. But yeah, I'm slacking right now. I gotta watch The Grinch still. Christmas Story happens on Christmas. There's one more on the podcast I had to listen to. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I gotta burn through some movies in the next couple of days. So
Yeah, I gotta watch. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm going home.
but they get you moving. Hallmark built an entire industry on them. So
Check out our podcast. Now we have 2 episodes where we rank Christmas movies.
Yes.
Well, we do Christmas movie brackets.
yes.
All right. Last one. It is Christmas, so you can move this one anywhere and move another one.
It's a gift.
It is a gift, and I called it Joy, but how everyone seems to be more cheery around the season.
Oh man, that's really good actually.
Now, when I say you can put it anywhere and move the list.
Oh, move it back to everything is one.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to spot number 4.
I like it.
Like I said, decorations, can't beat those. Christmas parties still is rule. Christmas tree is amazing. But that feeling of joy that you get, that people give, everyone's just happier this time of year.
Everyone's
It's so
happy
nice.
this time of year. And like,
It's
I
so
get
nice.
it. There is a lot of people who struggle around Christmas. It's stressful. Finances. You're trying to make it great for your kids if you got them, and it's hard for you to afford it because our economy sucks. Or you've had a horrible incident around
Yeah.
Christmas, so it makes it like a little more difficult for you
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. But even though it's difficult, it's still an easier difficulty.
Agreed.
Because
Agreed.
everyone is just a little more cheerful. And that's one of the points why I want to do this podcast is we got to bring that back.
Yeah,
We
I
got
do.
to bring that back. We got to bring back the joy, guys.
I miss it.
Yeah,
I miss it a lot.
It's a tough world out there.
It is.
It's a tough world
Especially
out
if you're
there.
on Instagram, you see all this crazy stuff going on. Yeah.
And the season used to be all about joy, all fun, and
Yeah.
everything like that. I know as like we're adults, so that kind of like goes away.
I know, but
when you're a kid, that's a little.
But
more
you still have the memories of like when Christmas came around in school, like that week before Christmas when you were still in school and like teachers like the Friday before you're like going on break, teachers like everyone checked out. You were doing Christmas crafts
Yep.
from all the week. You were watching movies. You're doing
Right.
great. We watched every year. We'd watch not every year, but I know the school like put on a movie in the auditorium for us to watch. It was great. So we had to leave it early. Yeah, it's just you gotta think about feelings like the feelings you got from that, and just like bring it back to now. Because I do miss that. I miss that a lot. And like there's still a lot of joy around this time of year. Everyone's happy and all that stuff. But just let's crank it up.
I think one of the things, and doubt you're actually still listening to this podcast if you're a Bah Humbug person.
Probably. Yeah.
But if you are friends with a Bah Humbug person, tell them this. When they want to tell everyone that Christmas is commercialized or people are only good for one part of the year, just tell them when they think that and they think they're about to say it, shut up. Just stop. Why are we bringing down good moods? How about 1 month of the year? Let's just
Be happy.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
Let's
be
just
great.
enjoy it. Like, let's enjoy the music. Let's enjoy the good
Relax.
time. Even if you don't like the music, whatever.
Yeah.
I
It's
get it
still
if
a
you work
joyful time of
retail.
Oh
Gets
yeah.
awful fast.
Yeah.
But still, like when someone says they like it, there's no reason to rain on their parade.
I agree with that. Yeah. Just let them live in bliss.
So what was the ranking?
All right, here we go. Starting from, I'm gonna start at 10 this time.
Yes.
Okay, 10 moving down. We have snow because it's from a terrible place. Number 9, we're rocking Christmas movies. Number 8, we're rocking Christmas cookies. Number 7, we're rocking Christmas songs. Number 5, we're rocking. I did that right. I said 6, right? No. Number 6, we're rocking Christmas sweaters. Number 5, we're rocking Christmas gifts. I've said Christmas every time now. Number 4, we got that Christmas joy. Number 6, Christmas decorations. Number 2, Christmas parties. And number 1 is the almighty Christmas tree.
Nice.
And that list, I think, is fire. This is the best list that I think I've done.
I think your top 5 is the best.
I agree. I think it's
Christmas movies is a little low, but I would put Christmas movies over cookies, but
I guess it's probably fair.
But I
think
But
other than that, I'm fine with everything else.
Top 6 is very strong.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, good list. Everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas and have a wonderful night.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.